Hello, Westby Area Schools. This is Fame Evenson, and I'm going to show you how to manipulate or write on a PDF from your Google Drive. So first things first, you're going to want to navigate to your Google Drive where you have a PDF that you're wanting to manipulate or write on, either for a class or if you're a teacher for your students. For me, I'm on a Chromebook, so my Google Drive icon is right down here. I'm going to open that up. So my drive is loading. And a lot of people kind of get stuck here because once it's a PDF, it's kind of confusing for how you're supposed to manipulate it once it's a PDF. We recently figured out a really easy way to do this. So first, I'm going to go. I actually downloaded this particular file just from a random website. It's just a really random PDF. So I'm going to click on it and it'll take me to this page. It's going to be, I'm looking at opening it up. And from here, I'm going to want to go to open, but I want to go to the arrow next to it because I just don't want to open it in a PDF. That's where we run into the issue of not being able to write on a worksheet or manipulate a PDF because it's kind of like a picture file. So I want to go to open with, and we're going to go to open with DocHub. You click on DocHub. You'll see this D as it's loading the PDF into the program. So now that most students are one-to-one, this is a great alternative for teachers to printing copies of worksheets. And for students, it's helpful because they can complete work using their Chromebooks without having to worry about finding somewhere to print or rewriting it in a notebook or on a piece of paper. So once you are in DocHub, we can see here's that the correct PDF has been uploaded. And here we have a whole bunch of functions. So there's a lot of different things you can do. And today I'm just focusing on this, insert text, because that is how you're going to be able to write over the top of a PDF in this program. So I'm going to insert text. And then here it says, based on your interests and skills, what 3 careers are you interested in pursuing? You're just going to kind of put the cursor right where you think you want the text. And then you're going to write, the answer to the question. Come here, number 2, there's another, and I'm going to put teacher 3 times because that is what I wanted to do with my life. Okay, so once the text is there, you can see that you can kind of scroll over the top of it. These arrows pop up and you can move it once it's been created. So if you like things to be lined up nicely, we can kind of move things over. And we can also go back in and change our answer if we wrote something wrong or making a correction, something like that. And you can, change that. And then once you have that going too, if you accidentally click somewhere else, you just click on the X and get rid of it. And if you just want to get rid of it altogether, you can just X it out. Pretty easy. So then down here, I just kind of wanted to show you too that once you have some text in mind, let's say it's a longer response that you're wanting to write, you can just start writing and see that it will automatically break to the next line. But if you don't want it to be a skinny column, you can change that. Okay, so, after I just wrote that, I can kind of come back here and you can see this little white box on the one side. I can stretch that text box out to kind of make it look more like a paragraph if you have more of an extended response to do. And then after I have added my answers and I feel like I've done the worksheet in the best possible way, this is a really important part because you're actually going to come up here and we don't want to save in DocHub because we don't work in it very often. We don't want to print because that's the object of writing on a PDF is that we don't have to. We can do permissions, we can email if we want to, but I want to show you this feature. So in the upper right hand corner, we have an arrow and we can export directly to Google Drive. So this is usually the feature that I use the most because this will bring that PDF with your changes and your writing on it directly into your Google Drive. So I'm going to export to Google Drive. And then you'll get a little message that says it's saved in Drive. And then I'm going to go to View in Drive. So right now I'm coming back to my Drive, and this is the PDF that was automatically saved to my Drive. And you can see that my writing is there and my extended response is there. And from here, if you're sharing it with a teacher or you're doing this for a class, if you're a student, you probably want to come up here and change the name to something that you're going to recognize. So maybe English homework for Friday. So that way, if you do need to find it, you'll be able to find it. And that's called English Homework for Friday. It's an easy thing to search for. If you need to share it then with your teacher, you can come up here and share it with your teacher. Or if your teacher is using Hepara and you have the class folders, that becomes a Dropbox and you can just put that directly into the folder so that you can get credit for the work that you're doing. So we can see here, I'm just going to kind of close out View and Drive. If you are on DocHub and you actually do X out, it's going to give you a warning. It's going to say this document is not saved in DocHub, be automatically deleted in a day, and that's okay because you've already exported it to your Drive. So we're going to leave. And here we come back to the original. We can X out of this. And if you're looking for the document once it's in your Google Drive, it's probably in My Drive. It's going to be probably one of the top ones because you just added it. And if it's not one of the top ones, you can go to the recent option and that will show you your recent uploads. So in My Drive, we can see that I've done this a couple times, but the most recent one is right on top. And if it wasn't there, then I would look at recent and I would look at English Homework for Friday and we can see that it is still here and has my writing on it. So I hope that this was helpful and thank you for watching.